Westport. I am Jamie Fitzgerald.
And I'm Camilo Riano.
And we are your Republican candidates for the Board of Education. Remember, voting is November 7th.
We want you to vote on November 7th, but we want you to know that we're your candidates and why you should vote for us.
We are committed to your children and the Westport schools and supporting you as parents. We loved the area in Westport, the community. The people were very friendly. And as we were searching for a new area, moving from Memphis, one of the priorities was our schools. We came from a private school and wanted the same opportunity or greater opportunity with kids as musicians, as athletes, with great teachers. We met many of the teachers who were phenomenal, very friendly, very focused on the kids and their success and the opportunities for our children to flourish. And I am focused on continuing that great support in the Westport schools for future generations.
Yeah, actually we came to Westport because we had an invitation to celebrate June Day, the United Nations celebration. So we came and spent the day and got a tour of the town, met the people. And we just fell in love with Westport. It took us a couple of years to actually find the house, move. In the meantime, my wife was pregnant with twins, and but we just loved the town. We thought this was the place to raise our kids, take them to the best schools in Connecticut, and we're still very committed to that. Also, we love the multicultural aspects of the town. I find it surprising that people talk about Westporters as being in a bubble, because my experience is totally different. They're not in a bubble, and I have seen it. If you look at my kids' friends, they are all very multicultural. Many families have Russian, have Venezuelan. There's students from Ecuador. There are new kids from Russia. It's very, very multicultural. So that attracted us, and we want to keep that. This multiculturally, the town is very rich. It's very diverse, and we love that. And we can see it in the schools. We can see it in the teachers. We had a wonderful experience with the schools from pre-K to 5th grade now. The music programs, the language programs. We really love it. Our family is as multiculturally as you get. It's we have lived in Amman, Jordan. I lived as a little kid in Spain. I went to school in South Korea. So of course, being born in Colombia and being Latin American and very passionate. I'm passionate about education. I'm passionate about the schools, and we love this town passionately too. We want to stay here, and we want to make sure that the experience continues to be a very positive experience. So Jamie, you mentioned that you went to school at Xavier University, and I went to school at Jesuit University as well, Pontificia Universidad Javeriana, that is basically Xavier University. So tell me more about what did you do in college, and what did you study, and how was that experience?
Thanks, Camilo. I actually did study business and marketing at Xavier. It was in Cincinnati, Ohio. In terms of education and the academics, it was a rigorous load because I did work full-time. I paid for my own education, 100% of my own education. So I worked full-time while going to school, and it was a great experience overall.
Yeah, so interesting, because I studied marketing too at Vanderbilt University, but I started as an engineer. I studied electronics engineering, very mathematical oriented. I went on to do my master's in computer engineering at Seoul National University. But the experiences, it's very interesting how people might think that being from different parts of the world we're totally different, but there are many things that bring us together, that we share. Mm-hmm. And even here in Westport, talking with people, yeah, there are differences. We're very multiculturally, but things bring us together. One of those things, of course, is the quality of education. I think we all agree that it brings us together. We want to make sure that the education continues to be good, but the emphasis seems also to be a little bit different between our competitors and us. We believe that the emphasis has to be first on academic achievement, and I've heard you saying the same thing. We think academic achievement is important, not only important, it's the fundamental thing when you go to school. It doesn't mean that we are not concerned about the social interactions, the emotional well-being of the kids, but there is a main difference between making everything about emotional, social, and then forgetting about math and English. And that's where there's a big difference in that. You know, my first experiences, of course, were in Spain, when our family moved from Colombia. My father was sent to Spain to do historical research. and we were suddenly in a different culture, and we got to travel to different places. And also, I think it's public education where you actually, being an immigrant or being a kid of an immigrant, it is public education where you become really an American. And I find very strong about that.
In my career, it's interesting, Camilo, because I find that I work with a lot of institutions, chancellors, provosts, presidents, deans of academics, and have the opportunity to work with a lot of administrators as well as faculty members and students, and meeting students who are first-time graduates, first-time college graduates in their family, in generations of their family. And so it has, in my career, it's really fueled a fire for me around the student success and allowing those students, enabling those students, not enabling, but encouraging those students to have every opportunity to be successful with the support of the faculty members, with the support of the administrators, and having been spent a lot of time with the college executives, the C-level. One of the things I've experienced in higher education is that students make their needs known. They will go all the way to the president, they will go all the way up to the provost and let them know what is needed. And I think that's really important, that communication within K-12 continues to soar. I believe that in K-12, one of the most successful school systems that I have seen in school districts is where there is a parent and faculty or teacher connection, that collaboration is very strong, that it is a partnership with the faculty members and the parents, or the teachers and the parents. And when that partnership is there, children have nothing to do but to thrive and excel and soar because they feel supported as individuals. And that has meant a lot. And I've grown a lot through watching that and been involved throughout my career in those student successes.
Yeah, and I have experienced that too here in Westport with the teachers that are fantastic. The teachers are great. There is a big emphasis on communication with the parents. So interesting, because the teachers have this communication with the parents. It's very, very strong. I get the calls all the time just to talk about. I can feel the love the teachers have for my kids, and I have been very clear with the teachers. You are an extension of the parents, so you have all my authority too. I'm trusting. I'm letting your kids spend a lot of time with you. I'm trusting you totally. If I didn't trust the teachers, I will take my kids immediately out of school, because they're spending so much time with them that their influence is fundamental, is very important. So I have experienced that connection with the teachers, but I also think that the teachers have to be supported, and some of the ideas I'm talking about, there's this connection between teachers and parents, I feel it, and there is a disconnection between parents and the Board of Education. That connection between the parents and the Board of Education is fundamental. I find it It's, you know, as an American, I think the Board of Education is a body of representatives of the parents. We elect people to represent us. So the election is very important because we want to restore that connection between parents and Board of Education. Even more than that, we want that Board of Education to be really a representative of the parents, who are the ones who love their kids most.
Thank you for joining us, and thank you for the opportunity to share our viewpoints with you. Please remember November 7th is voting. We would appreciate Rihanna and Fitzgerald as two of those votes. If at any point you have questions or would like to talk more about any of these topics, we would welcome a coffee or give us a call, email us, and we would welcome the visit and answering any of your questions.
You don't have to vote 3, vote 2, and vote Republican for us. We hope that this time was productive, and you learn more about us and our positions. You want to discuss more on a personal basis, we'd love to. We'll continue maybe having more of these discussions and sharing them with you. I think we are very interested in you knowing why you should vote for us, and trying to make it concrete and not a vote for very nebulous ideas that you don't know really what they are. Let's make sure that we know what you're voting for, and also let's make sure that the current leadership in the Board of Education makes it clear what they're doing and what their opinions are, so that you can make a very reasonable vote, rational vote, a vote for what is best for your kids.
This concludes part 1 of the Fireside Chat Series. Thank you.